Here at Nava, we consider ourselves a STEAM school: science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And I utilize it in big projects like our marshmallow cannons, our water bottle rockets that we do, our trebuchets, anything that gets kids hands-on using tools that they would use out in the real world, I think is very important.
I think it's a terrific idea because it helps us learn that what degree it is.
It's problem solving, it's engineering, it's communicating with each other, talking to each other, and probably most importantly, listening to each other as to how to improve their designs.
I think it helps prepare us for our future because we're using science and engineering and mathematics. I think that this helps us learn how to work with other people and working with the project.
Some students are really good at taking tests, some students are really good at reading, some students are really good at the math, and some students are really good at what we used to call street smarts. But projects like this require the students to rely on all of those skills and to rely on their peers to bring out those skills in each other and to improve their education.
Computing Challenge is geared more towards high school, and I know there are a couple of middle schools that participate, but I've learned over the years that students at times get intimidated by science and computer science by the time they get to middle and high school. I teach 5th grade, and I thought that would be the perfect age to expose them to it.
The most difficult part in this project is just learning how to do the coding. I learned how to do all of those things because I took a class in Socorro, and we have our mentor.
It's a great deal of fun. You've given me great students to work with and a very motivated teacher, and the district has put good administrators here, and we have the technology we need to do amazing things.
None of these programs or projects can be run without community partners, without parent volunteers, and we are fortunate to live in a place like Santa Fe where there are so many people who are willing to come and help.
It provides a unique opportunity for the students to challenge themselves, to try to solve problems, to work in teams, and to focus on an end product.
Our experience at New Mexico Tech was really cool and fun because we got to be in all these classes with high schoolers, and they were amazed that, oh, they're just 5th graders.
Kids are enthusiastic, and I'm just eager to see where it takes us. In addition to the Supercomputing Challenge, where we have a 5th grade team participating, we also offer a lot of after-school clubs at Pinon. The one you're looking at right now is the After-School Coding and Robotics Club. So I started writing a lot of grants over the summer, and we tapped into a lot of community resources. We tapped into websites like Donors Choose that donate things to teachers, and I started accumulating different types of robotics programs that were out there. And the kids love it. They're totally engaged in it.
We have about 100 volunteers, mostly scientists and engineers, who do what we can in the schools. So we provide all the judges for science fairs. We visit about 150 classrooms in advance and do experiments with kids. And we try to support things like Delara is doing here at Pinon.
I work with robotics and stuff, and I usually work on computers with my dad at home, so I thought this would help me with that kind of stuff.
It kind of just opens up a new window for them to see what their kids are capable of, because mostly people think about robotics and they think it's for older kids, but I mean these are 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th graders who are coding and robotics, and they're doing an amazing job with it.
It's very important for students to be involved in these types of programs because computers are what it's all about now, and it's the future.
This is preparing me for my future because if I want to get into an engineering job.
STEM is vital to the future of our economy, and for students who want to be on a track that leads directly to the future, it's math, it's science, it's technology, it's engineering. It is absolutely essential.
In terms of CTE education, that's career and technical education. So that covers everything from the welding to computer sciences to the bakery and the stuff that they're doing up in the Commons. So that's really a wide range of classes that are designed to prepare folks for jobs that currently exist that need to be filled. right now, students are finishing up their submissions for the Congressional App Challenge, which is a nationwide competition based on congressional district. And last year we actually had the top 3 submissions for our congressional district, New Mexico 3, as well.
Well, for these types of programs, as you can see behind me, all these students are engaged in learning how to create apps, web designing, and it helps prepare them for either college or a career in this field. The student engagement in this class is tremendous, as you can see, and just gives them a great basic foundation for their future.
A program like this is helping prepare me for my future by giving us first-hand experience with one of the most vast and expanding industries right now, which is game design, web design, and programming. And I feel like this could help me get a job in computer science or making apps and a lot of these really interesting industries that I'd like to have a job in.
We have to start off with something that is accessible to everybody, but that can still involve projects for massively different skill levels.
Miss T's classroom is hands-on, real-world learning. She teaches web design, she teaches computer programming, she teaches computer application. She also teaches independent study for students who have already advanced to that next level, and they work on their own independent projects within her classroom. She works directly with the community college.
The students in the web design class create web pages from scratch. They start with a blank, empty application text edit, and they just type all the HTML and then CSS codes in another file, and then the final result is already a website.
Those students, there's the potential to earn up to 9 hours from the community college.
At the moment I'm taking a dual credit web design, and next semester I'll be taking another dual credit computer science class. And then as a senior I'll be an independent student preparing for the Supercomputer Challenge and being certified in Microsoft Office. And so all of that together, I mean, is pretty impressive because people really do that in college.
I feel like it really gives me the potential to know what a college class feels like and how you would have to work in a real college class. I also feel like it's an early head start compared to some students that wouldn't otherwise have the programs.
I wanted to be involved in it so I can get an understanding on the coding language, stuff like C++ and Python, so that I could maybe apply it to some biomedical engineering in the future.
We often think high school, we think standardized tests and reading, writing, and arithmetic. And I feel like the career tech classes sort of put that reading, writing, and arithmetic into that real world application. What are you going to do with those skills that you learned after graduation?
I am so very proud of our educators. I'm proud of the students who have really stepped up and are working hard on everything from medical pathways to digital media. Our kids are getting involved. They're learning things, and they're learning these things because our teachers are prepared to provide them with that education.